Hey everybody. So I realized earlier that I never sent you a video on doing your rough drafts, and maybe I did, but I don't really remember. My brain is just completely fried, of course. So anyway, I wanted to give you something quick since your rough drafts are due tomorrow. Go me, right? Sorry. Okay, so let me just pull something up real fast for you. Where the fuck is it? Nope, that's not what I want. Apparently I also can't read. I should have had this shit up before, but it's cool. Oh, it's gonna be in rubrics, you dumb shit. Rubrics. Rough draft guidelines, okay. All right, so first and foremost, your research paper is going to be a total of 7 to 10 pages. Not too difficult. I know a few of you that I've had previous have been able to write a 7 to 10 page paper, so I am fully confident that this is not going to be the world's end. Keep in mind, as you do this, so tomorrow you're handing in 4 pages, okay? Let me share my screen real fast. Okay, so rough draft guidelines. Your first rough draft, you're only submitting 4 full pages. This means 4 full pages, not I wrote 3 entire pages and have 1 line on my 4th page. No, that whole 4th page needs to be filled. Okay, this is, you know, the more you write now, the less you have to write later. So think of it that way. So it benefits you to go, I don't know, to go hard on this one and slack later. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so here's how your first page should look. You do not have a cover page. There is no cover page. I'm going to say it for just the 3rd time, just in case people can't hear me. No cover page. None. None, 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 none. No cover page. Okay. When you go to write it, you have to have your heading. Okay. So it's going to be, we'll do this way. Your name, my name, the assignment, and the date. Okay. That is it. Then you hit enter 1 time. You center it and you put a title to your paper. Now, for your rough draft, you do not have to have a title. I usually find that the title comes after I've written my paper, but you might already have a great title in your head for what you want. Just remember that your title needs to kind of be like the world's smallest summary of your paper, okay? You also have to have a heading. So you'll notice if I just double click up here, then I get this wonderful thing, this toolbar up here, okay? So you'll hit page number, you'll hit top of page. This is also how you do it on Google Docs. You'll hit insert, page number, top of page, and you'll find the one with the page number in the top right-hand corner, okay? You'll put your cursor right before it and type your last name, not mine, your last name, okay? Done. Now you're set, you're ready to go, except for the fact that this is not in Times New Roman. Let's change that. Okay, 12. Okay, and now you can begin writing your paper. Left, no fucking Christ. Okay, there we go. All right, so you'll tab 1. This is the beginning of my paper. Okay, you have 1 indent over from the left-hand margin to show that it's the start of a new paragraph. That's that. I don't even know if you guys could see that shit because I am a jackass. This, okay. So your name, my name, assignment, date. This is your heading. This is your header, your title. You'll notice that there is no excess space in between the title and the heading. Okay. Everything gets double spaced, by the way. Okay. It's all double spaced. Even your works cited page will be double spaced. Okay. So now let's look back at the guidelines. I do recommend citing your works as you go. Don't try to go back and do it. If you submit a paper that has no citations in it, you're going to lose points even on this rough draft because I am looking for those, okay? I'm looking to make sure that you are grammatically correct in your sentences, that you are not typing how you speak, that you are not writing in first person. And I am specifically looking for your citations, okay? Make sure cite. When in doubt, cite, okay? If you are unsure if you should cite something, do it. If you're like, this is common knowledge to me, but my roommate doesn't know it, cite it. Well, not roommate, but you guys know what I mean. That was a long time ago that we had roommates. Excuse me. So type as much as you can. Go back, fill in some cracks. Something that I like to do, or I liked to do when I actually wrote papers, now that I just read them all, is I would find all my quotes first, because I felt that that took the longest amount of time. I knew what I wanted to say, but I needed to make those connections to the text. So I would go to the text itself and find the quotes that I liked. I would put the citation at the top of the page. So let's pretend we're doing the Odyssey. Just bear with me. I'm going to pull some other stuff up. I'll show it to you in a second. We're just going to pick Beowulf because it was right here. Okay. So copy that. I should show you guys this. Okay. All right. So right now I'm on EasyBib. I'm going to create a citation. It is a website. Well, it's a book, but whatever. Cite, continue. We're just going to go with this. None of it is right, but we're just going to go with it. Okay, I'm going to copy it. Okay, now if this is my works cited page, okay, your works cited page gets its own page, but that's not the point. Works cited, okay, I'm going to put my entry in there. I'm also going to make sure it's double spaced. Okay, so I would have my entry for my works cited, and then underneath it, I would put my quotes from the text. So if I go then to, where is it? Where's my internet? Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys. I have to make sure that it's always showing the right thing. Okay, so let's just scroll through real fast. Okay, so let's just say that I love this quote right here and I need it. Okay, I'm now going to go to my document. I'll paste my quote and then I'll put the page number that I found it on, which was page 4. Okay, and then I just would write page 4. Now, keep in mind with your citations, you're not putting PG, P, PP, page. Okay, it's just the number. All right, nothing in front of it. So that way, then I would have maybe like, you know, another source, okay? And I would put quotes under that. So this time when I would pull my quotes, number 1, they were all in front of me. Number 2, I already know what work they were coming from, so there was no need for me to go back to the text. And there was really no need for me to then have to open the book again. And I would put my quotes in, and then I would kind of build my paragraphs around my quotes, because you have to introduce it and you have to explain it. Obviously, that's not how everybody works, but it was just something, you know, that's what I found worked for me. So maybe it'll work for you. No idea. Anyway, for your first rough draft, you're only writing 4 pages. You should have some quotes in there. Oopsies. I would really like to see some quotes because it makes it a little easier for me to grade. Otherwise, if you don't have quotes, then your grade is going to be lower. If you have a hard time beginning the introduction, skip it, jump right into the body of your paragraphs, okay, the body of your paper. And then once you have that, you know what you want to introduce. So how are you going to introduce it? And then build your introduction that way. Let's see. Okay, if you think, you know, let's say you're on page 3.5 and you know that I've been like pushing for 4 full pages. Read it back over and ask yourself, so what? Okay? I know it sounds really snotty to ask, but why is this important? What about it is important? What does it mean? If you're asking those questions and you can answer it, but the answer is not written down, you need to write it down, okay? Especially when it comes to those quotes. Make sure that you are thoroughly explaining and analyzing what it means. You want to offer an interpretation because you want to assume that your reader, your audience, has absolutely no idea what the hell you're talking about. And so you need to really lay it out there for them, okay? You do not need to include a works cited page for this rough draft. Your next one you will, but I still would like to see those citations in there. Let's see. I think other than that, that's it. I do expect the heading, the header, a title, you know, or something in place of a title, whether it's going to be your actual title or not, I don't care. But there needs to be something there to show that it's like holding the spot. I think that's it. The only other things that I really wanted to draw attention to were when you have a citation. Let me go back to Microsoft real fast. Okay. So we're going to do this one because it's here. Okay. So we can say, as stated in Beowulf. Okay, there's part of my citation, comma, this. Your period, even if that quote is a full sentence, the period goes on the outside of the closing parentheses, okay? Because that citation belongs to that sentence, so it has to stay grouped with it, okay? The other thing is, if you are putting a quote and then you are going to talk more in that sentence, so let's take this out. Let's take this out. Okay, well-beloved bedmate. Okay, it's just something very simple, but it had to be quoted and I needed it. Your comma does not go on the outside. Okay, it goes on the inside of the quotation marks. Okay. Also, if for anyone that's using something that does not have a page number, okay, that means that if you're using an outside source that does not have a page number because it's a website, okay, if this is how it ends, let's say that you have the author as, I don't know, somebody Robinson, okay? Robinson states, there is your citation, your in-text citation, okay? The quote, the period would then go on the inside of the quotation marks as well because there's no page number, so you don't need it, okay? Only when you have the parentheses on the outside to give a citation, whether it's the author's last name or the author's last name and a page number or just the page number, that's the only time that the period will be outside of those quotation marks, but it's going after the parentheses. I cannot stress this shit enough, okay? All right, now I think I'm actually done. So again, I really apologize for not getting this to you. My pregnancy brain is so bad. I 100% thought that I did this video and sent it to you and I have no idea. So if I did, whoops. If I didn't, ooh, sorry. Your rough draft is due tomorrow by midnight. I think you still have plenty of time. I think that is it. You will get a video on Medea this upcoming week because you have 2 weeks to read it. So I didn't need to freak out like I thought I was. Okay, so with that said, have a good night, write your papers, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.